Hey Erin, it's me again, your mom. I learned early on in motherhood, especially as a single mom, that I can't and I won't be able to do it all on most days. I guess as parents, we oftentimes feel like, well, we should be able to do it all every day. But in reality, there just aren't enough hours in the day anymore. 24 hours are simply just not enough to do it all on most days. And oftentimes I find myself wishing that I had even just one more hour in the day to play with. So, what do we do, Erin? Should I just quit trying? Talking to you now about it, I don't even think I can do that, to be honest. For one, I'm simply just too hard-headed to give up so easily. And I also don't think giving up or making excuses is even an option for me, at least for right now.
My neck and my back will never be the same after sleeping with a toddler. Oh, that felt nice. This side too. Oh, my hair. I don't know. I don't have to do. Oh. Oh, nice. My daughter must have placed this sticker on my chin last night, so I will leave it there. It's actually covering a pimple, I think so. Good job, Erin. Thank you. Everyone else, good morning. It is time to take you along my morning. Trying to be extra quiet. I think I might turn on the noise machine again. I had turned it off because I was catching up with like a Real Housewives show. This is like my me time. So I try to take advantage and do as many things at the same time as I can. But it is currently 3:21 a.m. I just finished checking my personal email. I'm on my personal laptop right now, letting it charge up before I connect my work computer to my big screen, my monitor on my right side. It's a little. I love sleeping with my daughter. Don't get me wrong. I love co-sleeping. It's a cultural thing for me, and it's also a way that I've been able to bond with her. But what sucks is that even though she now has her own room, which I can't wait to show you guys and to show you, Erin, what your very first independent room looked like, because I have officially moved into the room next door. This used to be my sister's room when she was living with my mom and us. She moved in right after she graduated college, and she recently moved out a couple months ago. So I decided that if she did move out, I would try to kind of separate my space from my daughter. You probably saw your nursery, Erin, in my last video, and anyone else who watches this video has probably seen the room tour before I broke up with my daughter and separated myself. I don't know if that was like weird to say. But yeah, so even though I have my own room now, I'm still technically sharing a room with baby Rin. Great, it's awesome. The only thing sucks is because I wake up so early and we're in my room. I have to turn on my lamp. I'm like moving around, I'm going to the bathroom, and it kind of like wakes her up out of her sleep. But I don't necessarily think it's the noise. I think it's because my daughter has, since we've co-slept since she was born, she's used to the physical touch. So when she doesn't feel me near her, she kind of starts like moving and waking up in the middle of the night. Because it even happens when I am sleeping with her at nighttime, that if she doesn't feel me, like she kind of wakes up out of her sleep and like freaks out a little bit until she like finds me again. So that's kind of what was just happening just now while I was sitting at my desk. She was like tossing and turning. Sometimes if I'm really lucky, she just like tosses and turns and kind of wakes up and like sits up, but she's like asleep. I don't know. And like then she like knocks back out and she goes back to sleep. But sometimes like she'll fully wake up and just start crying because she wants me to go to bed with her. So that's the only part that kind of sucks about waking up this early, but I kind of like having my mornings start off this way so early because I really have like this dedicated time to myself for the most part. Because when she wakes up, like my schedule, my work day, my personal time, everything revolves around Erin and her needs and her schedule and what I have her doing for the day. So it could be a little bit overwhelming, especially during the weekdays, not so much the weekends, because I have work commitments, I have her needs, and I have to cook for her, laundry, cleaning constantly. Any parent understands that, especially when you're home all day with a toddler. So yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of like just that one downside that happens sometimes. If I don't have, if like maybe the night before I had already checked my work emails, I go straight to my work computer and I kind of just log in to see like if there's something I can like finish doing from the previous day. And sometimes when she does wake up and I like cannot like, for a while I would wake up at this time because it meant having uninterrupted sleep. Maybe back when she was like breastfeeding full time and I was pumping, and I would have to feed her more often. I felt like this time in the morning was like crucial for me to just to keep up with work, especially when I first came back from maternity leave. But now that things have settled, my work life balance is a lot better, especially now that she's a toddler. I can't believe I have a toddler. So, like, I can kind of space out my day appropriately. And, there's a lot of more stress free days than there are stress days being a mom and also a working mom from home. So, I'm very optimistic. The work is never too stressful, but it can definitely pile up if I fall behind, even slightly. So yeah. So this time in the morning is kind of it's slowly shifting throughout the months, and as my daughter's getting older, and I really appreciate where we are now in the stage in her life, because I have a little bit more like flexibility. That doesn't make me feel overwhelmed. So yeah, it's definitely doable. So it's almost 3:30. I've been yapping for like about 5 minutes, it feels like. I'm actually gonna go downstairs pretty soon. I also try to be as quiet as possible just because in my house you can literally hear everything. Like, not even that the walls are thin, but like any footsteps, like anything, you can hear it throughout the house. And so my room is actually it's like the corner room, and then it's my mom's room right next door. And my mom wakes up super 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 early. She's a woman of a particular age, she's going through menopause, she's a working mom, and she has health issues. So I now that I'm a parent, I do not fuck with people's like sleep because it is so important. So I try to be as quiet as possible. My mom is a saint because she's never once complained about like me, moving around, because you can hear everything in this room since I've moved next door actually. So I'm really, really thankful for that. And I just try to be as respectful as possible because it is too damn early. Like, it is genuinely early. Especially on a night where I'm pulling an all-nighter. I just was like, I'm just so shocked that I don't like truly disturb her, because I'm like coming up and down the stairs and I'm like, listening to my TV while I'm working. I'm catching up on like Real Housewives or like watching, like listening to podcasts. And I'm not always wearing my headphones because I want to make sure that I'm like can hear what's going on with Aaron in the background when I'm sitting here all night. So yeah, so that's another reason too. So it's a couple of things I have to be particular about, but nothing too crazy. Oh, this is a fun fact. So I don't go to the gym every day and I don't run every day. I only run 4 to 5 times a week, especially now because I have marathon training. So I'm using my Runna app, and that is telling me exactly what I need to do every day of the week. And so during the week, I can play around with my work schedule. And sometimes I can take my lunch break and, run with Aaron, or, wait till Aaron's nap time and then go on a run if like my workload allows me to. But sometimes like I know that I'm gonna have a very like hectic day just because of the previous day. So what I do is I would not log on to my computers. There's some mornings where I'll just like wake up at 2:30. Sometimes I'm like already dressed in my workout clothes, and I just get in my car and I go to my gym. I go to a 24-hour fitness, so I don't have to worry about like, only being able to go at certain times. So I go, I do what I have to do at the gym, and then I'm usually, since I'm already out and I am a road runner, I do not like treadmill running. It's very harsh on my knees, and I have a bad left knee. So I don't remember the last time I ran on a treadmill, to be honest. The most that I do, like elliptical wise, is the Stairmaster, and I'll do that for a full. If I don't have to do like strength training that the Runna is making me do, like maybe I'll go on a day where there's no gym activity that I need to do for my marathon training. I'll still go to the gym before I run in the morning to just do the Stairmaster and call that my exercise for the day. But today is one of those days where I do not have to go to the gym, which is fine. And I'm debating if I want to go to the gym at 4 a.m. And I kind of have to decide because I have to get ready and then I have to go take Aaron into my mom's room so that they can sleep together and I could go off running the streets at 4 a.m. But I haven't decided. I'm pretty sure I'm kind of feeling like going on. I kind of feel like doing my running for today. I think today I only have to do 5 miles. I'm probably gonna do stroller running later in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure today this morning we're not gonna go to the gym, and you're not gonna see me running. But yeah, it kind of varies my mornings, but I still wake up at 3 a.m. That is the sweet spot for me. I love just I just love being out of bed at 3 a.m. and doing what I gotta do. Because then there's no excuse that, oh, I didn't have any like personal time to like, do my personal shit or like catch up on whatever I have to catch up. Like, even if it's just like waking up and like drinking my coffee and just not feeling rushed and feeling like I could just like enjoy that moment. I've been yapping for way too long now. Erin seems like she's gonna be asleep for probably the rest of the morning. And so I'm just gonna check my email one more time. Because now I am a part-time influencer, which is so weird to say. I'm a part-time influencer, so I'm just like, I feel like I'm my own accountant now. I'm my own like personal assistant. I have to just double check my email for something and clear that out so that it's clean for the rest of the day, just in case I get like any opportunities that can make me and Aaron some extra money so we can, buy a house and live our lives somewhere beautiful. So I'm going to check out one more time, and then most likely I am going to go downstairs. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm like still debating about going to the gym or like going to run. I think it's a good idea because my mom, she seemed really tired yesterday evening. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to disturb her sleep this morning. But she never complains about me, crossing Aaron over to her bed until I get back from the gym. And, by that time, she's going off to work. She never has ever complained about that. She kind of encourages it. Like sometimes she'll like come home from work and be like, hey, you didn't wake me up. Is everything okay? Like, are you not going to the gym? Or and I'm just like, no, I could just exercise from home. Like there's certain like sometimes the strength training stuff that Rena makes me do. It's just stuff I could do a variation of it from home with like I don't have a lot of gym supplies, which is part of the reason why I go to the gym. But hopefully one day I would love to invest more in like gym equipment so that I don't have to worry about asking my mom to do me a big favor like sleeping with my daughter and like waking her up out of her like deep sleep so early in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna stop fidgeting with my hair. I just feel like it looks so oily. I don't know. What do you think, Erin? And everyone else, what do you guys think? I'm sorry for scaring you guys so early in the morning, but I tried to look as decent as possible. I don't typically wear my hair straight. I usually have my wavy hair. So I never really buy dry shampoo. But I heard I could use baby powder, but I mean like baby powder, the Johnson & Johnson baby powder gives people cancer. So why would I put it on my head? I already have a tumor. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not even like, sorry, that's just my sense of humor, but it's the truth. Like, if it could give people cervical cancer, can't it give us some other things up here if I put it up there? So, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at styling my hair, so I'm sorry for touching my hair so much. Yeah. Good morning. I think we're good. Come on. Let's go downstairs. Okay. This is my new coffee. It looks like orange juice, but it's actually like a juice shot. Pretty much, my mom has been developing new hobbies that she didn't necessarily have before she became your grandma, Erin. And I don't know how else to express it because, before she was a grandma, she was obviously like my mom. But till this day, like she literally just said it the other day, like, she cooks for her family and her kids, but a ella no le gusta la cocina. So, like, she doesn't love cooking. Like that's not something that she enjoys doing, but she does it because, for her kids and her family, she wants to feed us. That's part of her love language. So I just find it funny, like, or I just find it like interesting, kind of like jarring, I guess is a good way to put it. Seeing my mom just change as well after you were born and become like a different type of woman that I don't even recognize, and I've known her my whole life. And it's cute, it's endearing, but it's kind of bizarre all at the same time because she never did these type of things, before you were born, Erin. So I just find it kind of funny how like everyone around you has really become like better versions of themselves since you came into our lives. So I think we're all pretty grateful for you and helping us like become better versions of ourselves. But yeah, one of my mom's new interests and hobbies is juicing. She also has a lot of underlying health issues as well, and menopause, and just she's in her 50s now. So she's a woman of a particular age, and your body definitely changes as you age. And so she's definitely more health conscious now more than ever, especially because I think my mom really loves being a grandma. So I think she wants to be as healthy as possible so she could be around watching you grow for a very long time. So she's been juicing. This is pretty much turmeric and orange. She put a lot of orange. The turmeric and the cayenne pepper and the ginger is a little bit faint in this batch. But the batch that she made last week was pretty solid. I think this time I gave her feedback. Maybe I should just make my own juice shots, right, Priscilla? If you have so much feedback. But I gave her some feedback and it just tastes more like juice than like a ginger turmeric, cayenne pepper. It's very faint in this batch, but it's still really good. Back when I was a single bachelorette, I used to love collecting my whiskey. I love whiskey so much. It's the only alcohol I love, but now I'm a mom and I don't really drink because I don't go out and I don't want to drink. I want to be healthy. So I'm just going to use this Boulet whiskey cup. I still remember when I got this too. This brings back memories. I'm going to drink it out of this because I don't have anything else. I mean, I could just use a regular cup, but this is tiny because it's literally supposed to be a juice shot. So, you ready? I think my mom might have added some turmeric. It smells a little bit stronger. Oh yeah, even though it's very faint in this batch, I can still smell turmeric and that cayenne pepper. This will wake you right up. You don't need caffeine, is what I'm trying to say. I'll stop yapping now. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. I think my mom might have went back after my feedback. My mom told me too, she's like, oh, thanks for the feedback, but you could also juice yourself. If you don't, I think she got a little offended. But I was just like, I think I need a little bit more like ginger. But what I meant was turmeric. It tastes really good. Now, I think that the turmeric and the cayenne pepper kick is like even with the ratio of oranges that she used. Because when I tried it originally, when she first made the batch, it tasted very much like just orange juice, like very smooth orange juice, no pulp, right? And the turmeric was very kind of faint, but I think she might have also realized that it was just not hitting the same. I'm actually gonna have another one. As you can see, I have no self-control. Cheers to a productive morning, to a good day, to being a good parent, and just keeping our kids happy and healthy, and just getting through the day, honestly, because raising toddlers is it's not for the faint of heart. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I forgot to say that the first round of ginger orange turmeric shot. Yes. Who needs coffee when this will wake you up for sure? So I actually went upstairs to grab 2 bottles that I found earlier in the middle of the night. I found 2 bottles like in the crevice of my bed frame, and this is so embarrassing, but I had been wondering where these 2 bottles were because they're one of her favorite like straw sippy cups to drink out of, but she doesn't necessarily have like a strong preference for any of her cups. But I definitely have slacked off on the bottle washing. They kind of tend to pile up and not all of them get washed all at once, especially since my baby brezza stopped working a while ago. Out of nowhere, just stopped working, so I kind of just never addressed that. So I was like, okay, no more baby brezza, that's fine, I can just hand wash them, whatever. And so that's what I've been doing for a while now, and so they tend to pile up I know there's like no legitimate excuse, but I have been slacking off. But I'm just so thankful that my daughter has like a little collection. I'm like staring at her collection of sippy cups, and she has like regular drinking cups now. She has like a sippy cups with straws. Like she has all these different types of cups now. So they pile up even faster. So in my defense, yes, I don't stay on top of the bottle washing, but I'm so thankful for my mom because whenever she gets up and she's like making her coffee in the morning and she's getting ready to leave for work, one of the things that she does that I just appreciate so much is that if she finds like especially bottles, if she finds bottles laying around that haven't been washed the night prior, which usually we do take care of the night before, but if there's ever one by any chance that got missed, she does wash them for me and set them aside to like dry and stuff. So it's like so kind of her. So, you know, I have to find a way to repay my mom for all these years of all these kind gestures that she's done for me in postpartum, because even those little like actions have made such a huge difference in my day-to-day life. So I'm not like overwhelmed and like stressed out about washing stuff 24/7. So I really do appreciate my mom for being like my second pair of hands, especially as a single parent. It makes such a big difference. And so yeah, I gotta get successful. I gotta make my mom and my daughter proud so I could like repay them properly for just everything they've done for me. But yeah, I'm gonna wash the 2 bottles that I found. I'm glad I found them, but my daughter likes to hide things and like pop them back out days later, and so I'm surprised like these bottles did not get found sooner because I'm really good about fixing my bed every morning. So I don't know what happened, and I was just like thinking about like the bottle washing thing, and I just like remember my mom always saying, she's like, I don't do these things for you. Even though you're my daughter, I do these things for my granddaughter. I do them for Erin. I'll do anything for Erin. But you're an adult now. I don't need to do anything for you. And she says it like in a joking way, but she means it because she really goes above and beyond for my daughter. She is my daughter's only grandparent. And I think she also recognizes that. And so she will do anything for Erin. But if I ask for a favor that is directly for me, it may or may not be promised. But if it's something like directly related to Erin, it's an automatic yes. I don't take advantage of that, but it's nice to know that my daughter will always be taken care of by people who love her. I'm just yapping now because I don't want to wash these dishes, but we have to, so let's go wash these dishes. And let's get back upstairs before Erin figures out that I'm not even in the room, because that'll be bad. I don't want her to wake up, and I don't want her crying for no reason. Okay, wash bottles. Making sure everything is nice and dry. Oh, and this is R.I.P. R.I.P. to that. What once was all the vegetables and fruits and the ginger and the turmeric that went into that delicious juice shot we had this morning. This is compost. It's like a work of art. I like how we have it on display. It's beautiful. It makes really good juice. Good morning. I slicked back my hair. I have it in like this little like half up do, and I just slicked it back because I am gonna get on my Yesel bike. Yesel was so kind enough to give me a bike and also pay me to do an Instagram sponsorship reel, and I was like a dream come true. It was like one of the first brands who reached out to me and wanted to pay me for content, and I got a free bike out of it, and it's something that I do use. My goal for this year is to run a marathon. It'll be like a dream come true, and running has opened up so many doors for me, and I've accomplished so much in such a short period of time because I started running. So I start biking sometimes, like today, like I didn't go to the gym and I didn't go for a run, even though I think I might go for an afternoon run with my daughter. On days like this, I do like to get on the bike just to exercise and ride it for like 30 minutes. I think I'm going to do it for 20-30 minutes. I definitely have to do it for a short period of time because I also have to make my my daughter's breakfast. And so I read online that riding bike and like cycling is really good for your knees. And you might have noticed if you watch my Instagram content, or maybe it's popped up in my YouTube videos, but I have a really bad left knee. I've had 3-4 surgeries on that leg, so I have a lot of scars on that leg too. So my left knee has been through a lot. So most of the stuff that I try to do to kind of improve my running and also hiking is because of my left knee. My right knee is like chef's kiss, but it's my left knee that gives me a lot of arthritis pain and sometimes issues. And I recently got shin splints for the first time because I was trying to train for a 10K race, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, it is what it is. So I just try to be proactive and like doing what I can to exercise my knees, because I only got one pair, and I'm still relatively young. So I have my jacket on because it's still pretty cold, and my little slick back do. I never do hairstyles like this just because I have like 2 bald spots on the side of my head. So but yeah, this is my OOTD for my cycling. I'm gonna try to do a 10K, which is about 6 and some change miles. If not, I'll settle for a 5K because I'm halfway there, and that's about 2.5 miles. That 10K sounds nice, huh? Erin is sound asleep. I just checked the camera on my phone. She's still sound asleep. Her room is kept dark too, so that way like the sunlight doesn't wake her up before her body does. It's like cold outside, but I'm starting to sweat. So I just had a 5K about a minute or 2 ago. So I'm gonna go for 10 because we have like another 15 minutes to play with. So I think for sure I can hit it. Good morning. I went to check on Erin before I head downstairs because I'm running a little bit behind schedule and I have to make breakfast for her. The sun is pretty much up, but she's still asleep, so I'm not going to disturb her. I'm just going to take advantage of that. But as soon as she wakes up, the motion cameras are going to go up when they sense her movement. So that's going to be my cue to come upstairs and get her, because this gate will be blocking her way. But in the meanwhile, I just finished making her boiled eggs, lately she's been eating boiled eggs and enjoying it more than regular scrambled eggs. So I do want her to keep eating eggs. So that's how we've been getting creative with getting her to eat eggs, is to sometimes give it to her boiled style, because she'll eat that rather than the scrambled egg. I guess like she kind of gets bored of the way that she's having her eggs. But I have to make her waffles right now. But I'm a little bit prepared because the waffle mix is already made. I have a whole bunch left over from the weekend, so we're gonna use that for today's breakfast, and then just cut up some fruit and some cheese, and that's usually her breakfast. As for me, I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna eat. Probably something simple like natto and some ratio protein yogurt. It has 28 grams of protein, so that's a really great way that I've been getting that extra protein intake, especially in the mornings on days where I just could care less about what I'm eating personally, as long as it's quick, easy, and it gets me the nutrients that I'm looking for.
Panda, look, we made it! Oh, isn't that peachy?
I had a feeling you'd show up. This here, it's just something we tech guys like to do for fun. After developing code all day, building servers, creating frameworks, it's nice to destroy something once in a while, you know? Unfortunate that we had to borrow your modified vacuum cleaner, but hey, we circles, 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 circles. Circles on all sides of your teeth. Circles on this side, circles on that, circles on the top where you chew on.
Ta-da! This is Erin's breakfast. She's really into boiled eggs, so I gave her a really good amount. I think this is 3 pasteurized eggs, some strawberries, some Babel cheese, Babel cheese, is that how you say it? And then 1 waffle, and I'm gonna put a dash of vanilla yogurt on top for her just to sweeten it up. And I cut them like little French fries, even though they're blueberry waffles. And this is the breakfast that I made today with love. I snuck back into my room to grab my laptop and my phone because I need my phone to authenticate into my computer and connect to the VPN. And I'm just gonna sit outside until my daughter wakes up for breakfast. It is so gorgeous out this morning, so I just want to take advantage because it can be very depressing being stuck at home all day working in one room, especially with the toddler. So if I can have any reason to go outside, especially when the weather is so beautiful, I will. So I'm just gonna sit out here. I'm gonna pull up all my cameras on my web browser too, and I have my notifications on because usually I have my phone on do not disturb, but since she is sleeping, I want to make sure I am vigilant for when she wakes up, because I know she's going to be hungry and she's going to be wondering, where is mommy? And mommy's downstairs. So yeah.
Charlie? Well, it isn't the Bears. You ready to test my new squad? Charlie? What do you... Oh, you really think you can replace me with this guy?
Erin, are you ready for breakfast? Yeah? Good morning.
What's that?
Hi. I heard your footsteps. Just in time. Just in time too, because good job, babe. Wow, no hands. Nice. Uh-oh.
happened? Oh, you found Mommy's phone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you ready to eat breakfast outside? Are you ready to eat breakfast? Outside? Good morning. Good morning. Nice. Juice? Is that your juice? What kind of juice are you drinking?
No.
No? She doesn't want to share. She wants to gatekeep. As for me, I'm gonna make myself like a little yogurt parfait kind of. I'm gonna use this ratio protein yogurt, 20 grams of protein. This is a brand new box of it too. And then I stole some of Erin's fruits and berries. So I'm gonna use up some of the ones that I think are going bad. There's some strawberries that have been sitting there for too long. So I'm gonna eat them all up before they go to waste. So I have some of her blueberries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Erin, for letting Mommy have some of your berries. And then I just coated my yogurt bowl with some organic honey. And then I'm gonna be using this Catalina Crunch cinnamon toast. It has 11 grams of protein, and that's kind of gonna be like my granola. So yes, I have been, me and Erin actually have been thoroughly enjoying this. It's really good. It reminds me of a cinnamon toast crunch. And of course I have my matcha that I haven't drank yet. But yeah, I'm gonna make my yogurt part. Hey, get down from the table.
Are you still there, Erin? Are you still watching this far in? Yeah? Okay. Well, just a quick warning here because I can feel the waterworks coming in quickly. I'm sorry in advance. It's just sometimes I can't help but to get choked up when I'm talking to you like this. I guess because it's oftentimes I watch you live the same day over and over and over again. And you seem just as happy as the previous day without a care in the world. And I guess that's when it clicks for me. This is what I do this for. This is who I do this for. This is what this is all for. The more the days go by, the more I forget what my days were like before you. My days are anything but dull with you, honestly. And although my routine stays the same, no 2 days with you are ever the same for me. The routine is there, but you have a way of making ordinary life exhilarating, for me as your mom at least. How lucky am I? I'm so lucky to be your mom, Erin, because life seems so colorful with you in it.
One, two, three. My daughter is actually asleep right next to me on the couch, and I'm using my daughter's desk as, I'm using her Bluey play table as my little desk right now, just so I could stay by her. But I do have a call in about 20 minutes, and that kind of signals, at least on this day, because I don't have like Zoom calls or team calls every single day. It's only usually 2 to 3 times a week, and not every day is stacked. Just on particular days, my meetings are kind of stacked, one after another. And this happens to be one of those days. I did not plan that out whatsoever. But yeah, usually when it's time to get on the first call for the morning, that's usually when I know, like, okay, this is technically the end of my morning, start of my actual like afternoon work time. And usually, because I keep her on such kind of like a very strict morning schedule, I try to keep her as busy and moving around as possible, because she wakes up fully recharged from a night's sleep. I never had the issue with Erin, thank God, where she did not, like, she doesn't sleep through the night or she wakes up in the middle of the night. It's very rare, but it happens. But she goes right back to sleep. It's usually because maybe she's teething a little bit and she's in pain, but never for more than a couple seconds she'll wake up in the middle of the night. So she's usually fully recharged by like 6, 7 in the morning. So by that time, I have to make sure that the rest of the morning until my first meeting or until a certain time, usually by like 9, 10 a.m., that she has had her breakfast, she's been outside, she's ran around a little bit, because I just try to get her to release as much energy actually as I can physically get her to. We'll go on a walk sometimes. Sometimes I'll go on a morning run with her in the stroller. Sometimes we'll just go walking around the neighborhood, but I do try to get her outside, if not to have breakfast and then so she can play around. She has to be outside in the morning. I don't care if it's raining, if it's cold, we need to be outside, because it's just good, in my opinion, for children her age to like not be inside all day. Because I work from home, and even before I had her, I didn't necessarily love working from home because I just felt so isolated. I hated not being able to go outside and stuff like that. So now with the flex schedule, thanks to like my job and my team allowing me to have this type of like work flexibility, I make sure that when it's me and her, it's like our time in the morning for like breakfast and stuff, that we get outside, so she can, breathe fresh air, get some sunlight, just hang out outside in nature. I think it's like really, really important. And I'm not saying that to like be woo woo. Well, yes, woo woo, but I'm not like a complete woo woo person. But I do strongly believe that children are better off being outside playing than indoors. And I feel bad that I can't be 100% stay-at-home mom, because I'm also a work-from-home mom and a mom at the same time, if that makes sense. So I know she has to be inside for majority of the day with me and stuff. So I try to make sure that the morning she can see the outside, because we probably won't go outside unless I work from the patio outdoors, which we oftentimes do. Usually, like, unless like it's winter and it's extremely cold, which is a rarity here in California, or it's raining, I will bring my laptop outside and she'll hang out and she'll be playing and doing her thing outside while I work from the laptop. So most of our days are like that, and we're just like bouncing around the house. I just follow her around to make sure she's not doing anything dangerous or getting into anything that she's like not supposed to. And that's kind of our routine. It's a set routine, and it makes a world of a difference for me. And I just want to remind anyone who's made it to the end of this video, you don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. to be a good parent. That's not why I made this video. I've made this video because I want to show my daughter, like, I'm willing to sacrifice sleep and my sanity and do what I have to do so that I could be like the most effective parent for you, Erin, really. I wake up at 3 a.m. because sometimes I'm marathon training in the morning, so I'll go to the gym and I'll go on a quick run. And some other days I cannot do those things, even though I really want to. I have to wake up and get on the laptop because maybe the day before didn't go so smoothly, working from home. Maybe I didn't finish all my work for the day. Maybe, Erin was full of a lot of emotions the day prior, and so it was overwhelming for me, and I couldn't balance the two. So I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to catch up on my work and do what I have to do, because I am the breadwinner. I am the provider. It's always been me. And I say that with pride because I've been waking up really early for well over a year since I went back to work with my daughter at like 4 months postpartum. And I would do it all over again if I had the opportunity to go back in time or something. But I don't think this routine makes me a better mom than the next mom. I just think that it makes me a good mom because I'm being proactive and I'm not making excuses, and I just do what I need to do to get through my day. And everyone's parenting journey looks totally different. Like, no two mothers are going through the same exact experience, in my opinion. And these are just the things that I do, that even if the day goes to full shit, like it's just a shitty day, if it's just a bad day, at least I know like I had good intentions because I woke up early. I tried to get as much done in a day, and you know, not every day is going to go smoothly when you're a parent. No. Whoever's telling you parenting or being a mom, a working mom, is a walk in the park is lying to you, and do not trust them. It is not the truth. But I love being able to try to have, or like at least try to balance an opportunity to have my own alone time in the morning. Even if it's not going to the gym, it's nice being able to wake up and not have to give my full attention right away to you, Aaron, no matter how much I love you. It's nice being able to wake up and just like take it easy and just, you know, brush my hair or brush my teeth, put on some lotion on my face, and then just be able to sit down and it's still like still and quiet. And there's not a day that goes by that I have any regrets. It's just some days are easier than others to get through. But that's how life is with or without kids. Some days are easier than others. But yeah, I'm going to get on this call now. This was my morning routine pretty much. This is how the mornings have been. Some days are more chaotic than others, but it's so chaotic that nothing in my mind triggers me to like pick up the camera and be like, hey guys, let me show you the chaos that's going on in this house right now. It's just you know, not everything's for the internet, but yeah, 9 times out of 10 this is how the mornings go successfully. And I'm so lucky to have such a copacetic and very chill baby. I've been able to thrive a lot more, I think, because me and Aaron are a really great duo. So I really do appreciate you, Aaron, for being such a great baby. I will never stop saying that. I got so lucky with you. That's why I feel like it was meant to be. I hope I don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. forever, but I think discipline and setting that intention and just being proactive has made me a better woman, a better employee, and it's made me a better mom at the end of the day. And just having those 3 things under my belt, it makes me feel really good, and it makes me want to keep working towards the next day and the day after that and the day after that. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm so surprised I have not woken you up yet, because you're like right here, and my daughter, Erin, you're very nosy. Like any little noise and she's like, what's happening? Going on. She's always all up in the sauce, so I'm surprised that I have not woken her up yet. But I do have to get on this call, and I'm just so happy I got to share with you guys pretty much what is my morning routine. I love it so much. It's more fun in the summertime because the weather is just amazing, but when we're in between winter and spring, it's a hit or miss. Some days are more chillier, but either way, we try to make it work. But yeah, I'm gonna drink my matcha before it just turns all into nasty, watery matcha. Thank you. I'm so sorry that I came on here crusty.